Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, man. Hey, before we got on, you was kind of glowing about your cigar that you had. You said you've been waiting on this. You've been waiting on it.
Yeah, but not because it was the cigar itself as much as it was just a cigar in general. I
Oh,
was excited about.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So just
yeah,
just just waiting on, okay, is it time to smoke my cigar? Should I ruin my appetite now? Or do I hold
yeah,
off on this bad boys for the show? It's
yeah,
showtime. We can get to the cigar.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I know if you had something special that you've been like clamoring at
Nah,
getting into, because I was like ready to get hot into it. Like, all right, what you got?
it's
Like
not
maybe
that I
we
got
could.
anything special, but I
Okay.
like to enjoy a cigar in the morning to get my mind clear and get my day
Mhm.
going. And on show days, I miss out on that opportunity. And there's a lot of temptation in my house right now. I got to
Yeah.
admit, you know what I'm saying? You went and sent a lot of temptation to the crib yesterday, so I got a little
Yeah.
gift. I got a box of Oliva V's in here in all types of shapes and sizes. And I'm just like, I'm a kid in the candy store. I'm ready to break it open
You
and get
saying
into it first thing in the morning.
whatever shape tickles your fancy, you know what I mean? You got
Yeah, man,
get
I'm ready to
hours, my
tickle
boy.
some fancies out here. So, it won't about that. Hey, greetings, Nikki. What's up to you, Nikki? And Nikki, if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you also. And happy Mother's Day to all the lady listeners out
Glad we
there, all
smoking a cigar.
the yeah, the sisters of the
You
leaf.
say what
You know what I'm
again?
saying? Happy Mother's Day to you
Okay,
all.
yeah. For sure, for sure. And it is Mother's Day going into this weekend. So, if you a mother out there and you enjoy cigars, you know what I'm saying? Cigars on us. Kinda.
Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Kinda. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Mother's Day is becoming stressful for me because Mother's Day for me
Yeah.
feels like instead of it being my kids' responsibility, because they ain't at an age to handle
It's on
their own,
you.
it feel like my responsibility.
It's
So
on
now I gotta
you.
figure two
It's on
moms
you.
out. And I ain't with it, man. I'm just ready to. I got to deal with my woman, with the holidays that we got individually. I got to deal with. Then you add Mother's Day to it. Now I got to be responsible for
Mother's
figuring
Day
that
for my
out.
mom.
Yeah, I be having to tell her, you ain't my mom. You better hope the kids take care of you. I got my own mama to take care of. Like, but
Yeah.
I be
Yeah.
messing with her. But it's on me at the
But
end of the
yeah,
day. But
they're not at that age yet. When they get to that age, you know what I'm saying? You can lean more on them to take care of mom. You might have to get them to
yeah,
the store, give them a little change, like, hey, go take care of your mom.
yeah, take care
Here's
of
a
your mom.
couple hundred. Y'all figure it out. I give you the money. I get you to the store. Now y'all can figure it out from here.
Yeah, but I want them out my pockets too. Like, they in my pockets now for it. Like, yo, I got to
Hey,
think of the idea and fund it. Like,
you
I need a
made her a
break, man.
mother. You made her a mother.
Okay, I just took care of her last month. I mean, every month I gotta take care of
Valentine's
her.
Day,
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day,
Day, birthdays,
anniversaries,
Christmas,
yeah,
anniversary.
all them joints. Shoot, man. But it's all good though. I love her, but somebody else, man. This month is for somebody else. It ain't for
You
me.
know,
What's up, Patrina Britt?
Trina's in here. Okay. But yeah, but holidays are
But
overdone.
I'm griping about Mother's Day, but Mother's Day one of the handful of holidays that I'm like kind of like I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Mother's and Father's Day, I think you should honor, your parents. You know what I'm saying? So if they've been good to you, I don't mind them getting a little pat on the back for a day. You know what I'm saying? I think that is fair. I just don't want to have to
Yeah.
be the one to thank it up.
Shotgun and a prayers here.
My
Ain't seen
boy,
shotgun and a prayer here in a while.
what's up,
Glad to
Shotgun?
see you back. Glad to see you back. Hopefully you got your cigar today. You
Yes,
know.
sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, but shout out to all the mamas. Shout out to Tupac song, Dear Mama. They're gonna run that into the ground all weekend.
Hey,
Are you
man.
gonna hear Dear Mama on the radio?
This is what I don't get. Why was nobody in hip hop smart enough to go try to get in that lane and get some of that money? You know what I'm
Make a
saying?
new Dear Mama.
Yeah.
Why
Why
not?
nobody did it?
What are we doing?
Yeah. It's a lot of licensing money people missing
Why,
out
why,
on, man.
why ain't the rappers? Yeah, why ain't the rappers shouting out their mamas? Somebody, we need a new, like, every now and then we have new Christmas songs. They
Yeah.
come out with a new, this is this, you know what I'm saying? Let It Snow and This Christmas and whatnot, new renditions. We need a new mama song. You're saying between. It's a boxing match this weekend. I don't know which one's going. Who gets played more? Is it Dear Mama or is it Mama by Boyz II Men? You say you can't stand that song.
Shotgun say, man, I can't stand that song. Hey, look, why you playing? It was always a little annoying to me too. It's like sentimental and annoying at the same time. I know where you coming from with that, Shotgun, but that's one of them classic ones that people go to because it ain't many options. It's like of that level, Plus, it was tied to that soundtrack, and that was a huge soundtrack
Soul
back
Food
in the day.
Soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah,
Soul Food soundtrack. I had that, man. It's like back in the day when you had to buy the soundtrack.
Cassette, didn't you?
Movie. I had it on cassette.
You know
I had it on cassette. The whole joint.
I did too. Yeah.
But I guarantee you, when Mama came on, though, we hit the fast forward button.
I feel like Dear Mama was on side A because there was a LL Cool J song on side B. I don't remember what it is today, but I used to run that one a lot from the top. I could be mixing my soundtracks up. I don't know, but I feel like it. I had it on cassette too, D. I'm trying to remember that Soul Food joint, but yeah, man.
Oh man, all right, check this out. So I made a statement this morning, and I was thinking about something. I even posted this on one of my socials about how I'm falling out of love with music. I don't know if I love music the same. And you know what? I think is missing out of music that I love is just the experience of. We don't experience it the same. For some reason, like when you said it had on a cassette, it was on side A, side B. You just have to flip the tape. There's something about the clicks, something about the fast forward and rewind, and it was something about the song. It was something about it's just feeling your music, actually having to touch your music. Flipping the tape over, man. You have an automatic flip. We didn't have that kind of money. Yeah. Put the pencil in.
Up in this thing, you gotta fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Put the finger in there, or get a pencil in there and wind it up.
Yeah,
that's what's missing in music, man. The physical experience of listening to music.
It's missing in everything, though, man. For real, though. Think about it this way, right? I understand how convenient it is not to have physical stuff and everything to be virtual, but it's just something about having it physical. Having your money physical it's just a different feeling than having that card in there. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just we lost it. It's a different vibe.
And that's a part of life. Like the more we become more hands off with life's
less connection.
It's less connection. It's more disingenuous. It's just blah. You get to count your money. Like you might when it felt good to have some money in your hand. Count your money. Now look at my bank account. We like to see the numbers. We like to see the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, what nothing like flicking the
bro. I'm telling you. 3. I got my numbers bigger today than it was in the past when I would be flicking through 200 in cash, but that 200 in cash felt good to flip through back in the day though. It's different. I don't care what number in your bank account. Doing this is another feeling, man. When you touching and you connected and you feeling and you see it,
you want to go get more.
You want to
go get more. You want to go ball out a little bit. It was something different about feeling your money. Feeling your music. I mean, it's the more sensation matters. Like we were created in a certain kind of way where sensation matters. The feeling of the money, smelling of the money. You can smell it.
Smell. I still remember what money smelled like. You know what I'm saying? And
stuff off them scratches. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're becoming more senseless the more we come out of physical touch with things. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Man. We're desensitized, and sensation is an important thing. And some of y'all gonna be having y'all got y'all little AI girlfriends and stuff y'all be donating money to and stuff. Y'all don't know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know what some cats smell like. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I still I know what it smells like. You know yeah, man. Hey, and when y'all get y'all little hobots, y'all better hope it comes with an authentic smell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
authentic feel, authentic smell, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this is gonna be a wild world in about 10 to 15, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, man. I look forward to it because my best year is behind me though.
Yeah.
Potato, man.
What up? What up?
What up?
Hopefully you got your cigar. Put them up, light them up. Let's smoke them and talk. Hey, so
Yeah.
before we get into the rest of what we got to talk about, everything else, let's get into these cigars, man. What are we smoking today? What you got?
Some Arturo Fuente. I'm smoking an Arturo Fuente. This is a Rosado Grand Reserva. And this is the Sungrown joint. You know, I'd be kind of, Sungrown don't always be sounding sexy to me, but I ended up with one, so it's just like, let's see how it go. But it's the Sungrown Magnum R. And let me see if I can get y'all some specs real quick because I'm not prepared. So
yeah,
I ain't even think about that.
I'm glad you went first because I ain't got mine up either. Here we go.
So it looks like, from what I see, it's got a Dominican origin. It's got a Dominican binder, Dominican filler, along with an Ecuador Habano sun-grown wrapper. All of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those that means something to.
All right, man. So what I got here, I got the all new Davidoff Puro Dominicano. This is actually my second Davidoff that I've smoked this season. I'm on a Davidoff tear right now. I'm Davidoff up this season. That's two in one season. I like where I'm at. So Davidoff Puro Dominicano just released a brand new release from Davidoff. Of course, I got the Perfecto. Love that shape. That Perfecto just feels like old school. You know what I'm saying? Smoking a stogie type of vibe. So shout out to Davidoff. Shout out to the Perfecto. Short Robusto. Wrappers Dominican, origin Dominican, binder and filler all Dominican. They went Dominican on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Shotgun, if you're still in here, man, I'm interested on your take on this also, man, because I know you know your cigar stuff. We heard somebody a while back make the comment that Davidoff is all marketing, and a little overrated in the cigar in the leaf game. So I'm just curious if you agree with that sentiment or if you like Davidoff. Well, we'll leave it there.
Yeah,
we like
I wonder. I got my own take on it because I like Davidoff too. But in the same sense, it's like, are they just smart with how they put it out, like making you feel like, hey, this is the most luxurious brand that you got to go with in marketing, and that's when you get marketing with all these luxurious brands, what people call top-notch brands. It's how you market it. You can have the same item, same thing. They look exactly the same almost, and one is less than the other. One gonna cost you $1,000, the other one gonna cost you $60.
Yeah,
just depending on how you market it.
But get this though, the marketing is important because then you end up like some industries that don't market as well today as they did in the past, and then before you know it, people ain't as interested in the product. Man, you take the alcohol industry; it's looking different today. Those who into alcohol, it ain't ever gonna die because it's always something that we just know exists and you can go to. And if you from that era, you with it.
You gonna keep drinking, but is it gonna is it the same type of robust type of industry and how it's embedded into the culture, or how it's embedded in the culture? Is it always gonna be like that? Maybe not. Maybe not.
Never know. Yeah, man. Because you look at alcohol today, it don't seem like the youth are into it the way that our era and before was into it. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol was everything, and now it's just like, you don't see it everywhere anymore. You don't see it in all the movies, all the TV shows. You don't see it in every commercial. Like
music videos, all of that stuff. It was, granted, I feel like it was forced on the culture, but for the reason of and the purpose of how they are attaching it to the attractiveness of the indulging, right? Like, okay, look, we're gonna put this Nouveau bottle in this music video with T-Pain, and every time T-Pain do this and auto tune, you're gonna see the bottle of Nouveau, and you're like, oh, I didn't give me some Nouveau so I can do the T-Pain dance. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. Or you got Dame Dash with the, with the bottle, and he doing his thing, and it made people want to go ahead and have fun with the alcohol industry and get their bottle, their favorite bottle, the blue dot, the yellow dot, the orange dot, the green dot. He's like, oh, what we got? And it was just hyped up, overly hyped in a sense. And I think that's where it probably got to a plateau point before it kind of started falling down, because maybe over glamorized, and maybe the youth just don't look at it the same.
Hey, look, Nikki say she was not impressed with them. That's Davidoff you talking about, right, Nikki? Davidoff
Davidoff?
say she. Yeah. I think Nikki she ain't feeling Davidoff like that. You know, I
Hey,
feel
hey, to each their
that's that.
own. To each their own. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that take though, because
No,
I've
I
had
ain't
a
mad
couple of
at it.
Davidoffs to where I was like, I probably could have went a different route. Didn't have to spend this $25 on this Davidoff. I could have did
But
something different.
that's what I was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because Nikki might look at that and say the value to dollar ain't worth it for me. You know, I can go get this same feeling for $12 cheaper. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
or whatever the
yeah,
cost
or a
that
better
she paid.
feeling for $12
Yeah,
cheaper, depending on where you're going.
right. So yeah, I feel on that. But yeah, to the alcohol thing, I would say beyond that, I think that the youth just don't seem to be into that feeling either.
Yeah,
You know, they do they weed, they high, they love to get high, but they don't
you know
get
what?
drunk though.
That might be it. That might be it. The more the cannabis culture or the weed culture became, maybe the less the alcohol culture became, the liquor culture became.
Yeah.
Because what big celebrities are you seeing now? And I'm talking about the new age celebrities are pushing for different bottles, right? Back in the day, you had 50 Cent had the Effin', you had Diddy and Ciroc and Rick
Everybody
Ross,
was a Ciroc boy.
everybody, yeah, everybody, Ciroc boys, all of those. You know what I'm saying? You had Ludacris, he had his own thing. Everybody had their own bottle. If you was on and you were popping and you were popular, and they know that you had the attention of culture, of some kind of popular culture, you were going to be attached to some kind of brand somewhere. You don't see that as much anymore. I don't know any of these new young artists who are attached to anything like that, other than some of these people get into, like you mentioned, the cannabis industry. That's
Yeah.
the big draw now, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the Wild West still. So, you know,
Mhm.
it's kind of took a big chunk out of the alcohol game, but it ain't clear cut. You know what I'm saying? And I guess because
It ain't clear
everybody
cut.
putting
Yeah,
their
yeah,
own
yeah,
strands, but it ain't made it the mainstream because weed ain't mainstream yet. Like as
yeah,
far as the legality of it, just they promoting it on TV, and that's what I mean by mainstream. It's mainstream.
yeah.
It's been mainstream since the '70s, but
But I mean, I'm not a big proponent of marijuana, but I wonder if there will ever be a time to where how they, you know what I'm saying, party with the bottles in music videos, and how they glamorize it in movies, all right, give me a Manhattan shaken not stirred lines and
yeah,
stuff like that. And oh man, let me get an old fashioned or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just how they made it seem like that's the it thing to do, in order to be
yeah,
classy and have a classy social evening. You had to have you had to have your drink
right.
of choice, and then how you order it and how you have it prepared. Give it to me neat on the
Yeah,
rocks.
yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying? You
do
know
that
what
with weed one day. They just show up in
I
the night scene. Give me some Reggie with no seeds. Thank you. And they,
mean? Yeah.
what's your
Thank
number,
you.
girl? You know what I'm saying? Like on some
Yeah.
cool, smooth Billy D. Williams stuff. Nah, they can't do it, man. Because weed stink. You gonna stink when you do it, and you gonna talk slow. You gonna be zoned out. You
But
can't
what's
sexy up
it?
weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you can't sexy up alcohol, and they
Liquor
did
is
it,
sloppy too. Liquor is sloppy too.
Yeah, it is. It
You
is.
know what I
We
mean?
think we
But
look good when we drink it, but we a mess. You know what I'm
when you
saying?
start slurring, you start getting
Yeah.
your liquor
You
lip,
know that from
and then
watching us
by the
sober
bottom of
all
your
them
throat.
years before you started drinking.
Hey, look,
What we
for
thought we
real.
looked like versus reality.
Well, I swear, y'all probably thought y'all was the coolest thing in the world.
Boy, you
If
knew we
y'all
thought we were
y'all
smooth.
y'all used to want me to drink so bad in college, right? Live your life, D. You got to live. And I'm sitting there looking at y'all like, I don't want to
Live,
live.
G,
Live,
live.
live.
Poking this in your chest. Like,
And the more y'all did that, the more y'all made me not want to drink. Y'all thought y'all was influencing me, like the peer pressure of me drinking. There was no peer pressure. I had no it like that didn't make me want to drink. It didn't look cool. Y'all look, hey, y'all see yourselves? You not see what's going on here, right? So back in my mind, I'm like, y'all good on that. But eventually, I did start drinking.
yeah,
And it was far removed after college. Not too far removed after college, and then it kind of transitioned for me. But I feel like even when I got to it, I tried to handle it the best I could, right? As far as like not looking sloppy and whatnot. We had
But
some
you
nights.
missed all your
We had some
days of
moments.
not having to worry about that.
Worry
Like
about it.
all
Yeah.
your good years when you would have been uninhibited. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
missed all them good years.
You're,
You
you're,
could have
you're,
been
you're
doing
free
that.
enough to do it. You ain't got no family. You ain't got no real job.
Yeah, and you don't
We,
care what
we,
people think of you at that age as much.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you drinking, we all drunk together. You know, we just
Yeah.
a
So
big drunk
by the
land.
time I'm 30 years old and I'm drinking, I got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, you were a part of the community at this point in time. Like,
I can't be sloppy then, even though I did have some times. I did have some
yeah,
time. Not proud
probably.
of
But at
a lot
30,
of
you
them,
know,
but I
you
did have some
watering your
time.
grass and stuff. You don't want your neighbors to see you like that. You know, it's different life, man. Different
Yeah.
responsibility.
I can't be laid out on my lawn.
Yeah.
There go Mr.
You get out on
Richardson.
your lawn when the mailman come through. It's different.
Passed out on his lawn again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've had my ebb and flow when it comes to alcohol, and where I am now though, like I am where the movies back in the day intended us to be. Give me my drink, give me my little small cup, fill my tequila up, like just a couple pours, and I'll have me one evening every now and then. I'll sit back on my porch, smoke a cigar, and drink a couple sips. It might be this much in there. So drink me a couple sips. That's
You're a
about it.
nightcap kind of guy now.
Nightcap kind of guy. There we go. Nightcap kind of guy. I'm gonna go home and have me a nightcap. You know what I mean? But hey, but it's not the same. And I think it's a good thing though. Honestly, I think it's a good thing. You know, the kind of the attractiveness to the youth, it shouldn't be as much. But like you mentioned, hey, that's when you can be less inhibited. Just hey, you ain't got no real responsibilities just yet. But at the same time, you still got to become who you are. You know, you don't want anything to impede your ability to get to where you can be, to be solidified in who you are.
So Proc Shetty, I don't know if you can always rewind back Proc Shetty, but we're talking about the alcohol industry and how it's not popular anymore, you know. So at this point in time, people aren't interested in drinking as much as they did just 10 years ago, you know, but it's other options and stuff. I think that weed also, this is what I'm curious of. Do you think that more people are interested in their health more today, and that's how weed gets the advantage over alcohol because people feel like it's less bad than alcohol is? Because that's always been a conversation. People say, oh, well, alcohol is more deadly than weed, you know, so maybe more people just bought into that theory.
I think so. Because, you know, the amount of, and I'm saying that vegan's more healthy than anything else, because it's really not, honestly. And being a 4-year-long vegetarian at this point, I've been to a lot of vegan spots. And, you know, there's a lot of, like, I go to a lot of vegan spots. I got to go in there with a little bit of, like, caution, because they'll tie the veganism into, like, you know, marijuana culture and weed culture, right? And it's like sometimes they're kind of tied together. Like, okay, we're being health nuts, quote unquote, but then we got this whole weed undertone to it too. And it's like, what is this place? Am I coming here to get a vegetarian sandwich, or am I coming here to get weed? I don't know. I don't know what this is all about. I'll be confused sometimes. I go into a lot of these vegan spots.
Yeah, it's got that hippie feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Which is connected to that.
And I think that's where we are more so now. The 2020s have become a lot more hippie-ish. Like we are a hippie lifestyle nowadays, more so than it was in the 90s and the early 2000s. We kind of reached back to that 60s era. I think that's kind of where we are mentally. You know what I mean? Trying to get into more of your health kick, but then hippie-ish and earthy and all this weirdness. Not saying weirdness, but differentness. I would say. Let me phrase that right. Differentness.
Right. Yeah, I think all that plays a part, man. But yeah, like you say, marketing. Back to Davidoff. Marketing is very, very important, man. You know, so if you don't market, you lose out on your business. You do market, you know, you end up getting some people buying into the hype that may not buy into the hype once they try it.
Yeah. Hey, check this out though. Speaking of hype, tell me what's being hyped right now. Marketing is a beast with this. That daggone Michael movie right now. That Michael movie.
Man, the Michael movie is
That's marketing at genius levels, in my opinion. That's how I see it. It's marketing at genius levels. You know, it's a new culture, or not necessarily a new culture, but a new generation. And the way this movie's marketed, like you have people from in their 80s down to 5 years old, dressed up in Mike gear, going to the movie theater to go see Mike. And Mike been gone for some time now. Like it don't feel like it's been
Mike
that
been
long.
gone for 17 years, I think.
17 years. Mike been gone for 17 years.
Man.
Mike last hit was like 26 years ago.
Who you to my brother? Who?
What? I don't know what that means, but okay.
I don't know what that means. You to my brother Jared. Who? This is a PG-13 podcast. I use the language in my regular life, but I ain't gonna use it
not on the podcast. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Hey, Brock, I don't know what that means. And smoking greens. I don't smoke weed, and I don't drink alcohol anymore either. But I smoke cigars. But cigars, you don't inhale them. But I do like collard greens, if that's where we're going with this. You know, I don't know where we're going with it. You know.
And that be the thing with these vegan spots, because you see green, you might see some leaves, and you know, is it vegetables or is it?
Yeah. Is it a play on that? Yeah, I smoke my vegetables. Proc. Yeah. Proc say cool. But this Michael movie, man, it's been doing a fantastic job marketing to all generations, and I'm excited about it, and I actually want to watch it. But I'm gonna tell you this that kind of threw me off a little bit. This the only thing that gives me some hesitation is the fact that all his family ain't on board with it. That makes me feel weird as a Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah, Janet's not on board with it.
Yeah,
I think it's like more of a Jermaine push.
I don't know. His son's in it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. His son's playing it. So of course Jermaine's gonna be a big proponent of it and push it. Yeah,
I heard Catherine was supportive of it. That's a big deal that his mom is on board.
Okay.
But
okay,
the family split. Prince likes it. Paris doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? His kids. You know, so his kids is divided. It's just like I don't know where to sit on that. If the family ain't all at least 90% supportive, if they happen to have that says something to me. Like, so I don't know if to support or not. If that's the right thing to do.
Like what's the aim? And this is what my hesitation was when the movie was dropping and it was coming out and they were promoting it. Is what's the movie, in my opinion? Like, is it just is it a money grab? Is it a money grab for the Jackson estate? And then who's getting the money? Where's the money coming from? And who, like, or not coming from, but where's the money going? Like, what the revenue that this is generating? Is it to uphold a state? Is it like, does it go to the kids? Is it the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this movie all about? What's the driving force and the motive behind this big Michael production?
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
What Michael would want, the way Michael would want it.
Right. And that's why I say, because his kids are split on it, they not even in full agreement, which makes me wonder if the estate is not fully under the family's control or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so the ones who appreciate the movie are the ones who somehow get toss some money, and the ones who ain't in it is like, yo, we don't, as a unit, we don't have control over this. You know what I'm saying? So like, whoever is controlling the estate or getting paid off of this movie, yeah, Jermaine and Jafar getting some money from it. So they like, cool. You pay a few Jacksons, and then the rest of them, you know, now I got a Jackson on board, so you can't complain. You know what I'm saying? But the overall Jackson clan ain't eating off of this. You get what I'm saying? So like, you get a few of them to support it, so it looks like you got their blessings, but you ain't got the family's blessings.
Yeah, and it's easy to have full consent when you have Jackson attached to it. You got A Jackson attached to it. All right, it's legit. It's full.
To the general public, it comes off that way.
I guess I'm kind of how you are. I'm split with wanting to go see it. Mainly because of that, and then secondly because I don't know. I'm not buying the hype behind the movie. I'm not buying the hype behind the movie.
Brock say they ain't never been to India because they smoke all over India and you hate. Hey, I didn't even know they were known for that heavy in smoke. I mean, I know obviously, you know, it's a part of the culture there like everywhere else, but I didn't know it was you couldn't go nowhere and not deal with it. But yeah, man, I think with that Mike movie, man, it's like I'm probably gonna end up watching it, you know. But that was the only thing that gives me a little pause on it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up because I just wanna celebrate Mike regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like he might not, if he was here, maybe he wouldn't want it done that way. But there's still that part of me that wants something that Mike did to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see young Mike. I heard it goes up until like the 80s and it stops. It doesn't go into the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the way the sequel to the Mike movie and going further from like I guess late 80s on after this one does its run, which I feel like you should do. Like you got to tell, like if you're gonna do a Michael movie and you're gonna tell the Michael story, you got to tell the whole story. You know, even the like going all the way to the dramatic parts of some of the things he had to deal with going into the 90s. You know, and I think it can be very controversial. And I wonder how that part, when it gets to that part, how that's going to be received.
It probably ain't gonna be received well because people are already complaining about how the first half wasn't all the way correct as far as the storyline goes. So, and when I say people, I mean like people connected to him. That's what Janet had a beef with. Apparently, she got like an early viewing of it. She was like, "Nah, that's not right." You know what I'm saying? So, if the family feels like that, Paris, his daughter, said the same thing. A bunch of stuff in it was incorrect. So, if that's the case, they definitely gonna hate it when it comes time to get into all the controversial stuff Mike went through.
How would Paris know? Paris won't hear.
She won't, but she knows what firsthand information she got from the people that was close to him, which they're gonna give it to her the way that a daughter would want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, exactly.
But that don't mean that some movie studio know how it went either. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true. Only person, and that's movies of like biopics. Like I'm glad Ray Charles was here when Ray movie dropped. Right, he was able to tell that story, how he saw it, and I want the movie from that person, that firsthand experience. Ray was able to get that information. Mike's not here to get that information. Mike's not here to tell his side of the story the way he's seen it from his perspective. You know, which is probably the best perspective to take. Like it's not the full perspective because everybody has their own, not necessarily skewed perspective of themselves. But we know we know ourselves better than anybody else does. Even though having an outside view of yourself is good still too. But we know how it went. You weren't there in that room. You weren't there in that room. You don't know what it felt like to rehearse this. You don't know what it felt like to rehearse that. You don't know what this conversation went like. I can tell you this conversation better than anybody else. So movies like when Ray was here and he was able to have his imprint on how Jamie was able to pull off that movie, that's what you got to have. So to be able to tell a story from somebody 30, 40, 50 years ago and they've been gone for 16 years, that's kind of tough.
It's tough, man. It's a tough spot to be in. And salute, Proc. I read what you said, man. Appreciate it. But I think the other cigar swag. That's cigar swag, man. It's different. It hit different. But I was gonna say, man, I think that Mike obviously would have some conflicts with it, but the fact that they actually made an attempt to make the first half of his life one that celebrates him more so than gets into all the drama, I respect that. Because Mike was the biggest thing since Jesus at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously still is.
Yeah. So with that being said, you have to just give him his flowers in the first movie. Now, if it's good enough to get the sequel, we'll get into all the little dirty stuff. But I don't want to watch the sequel. I lived the sequel. I don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the first half anyway. As a Mike fan, because I don't know what to believe with a lot of the stuff they said about him. You know. From the 90s. I feel like it was a lot of agenda against Mike. A lot to try to take him down and bring him off his. He did some weird things, but the whole wacko jacko might have been a little bit puffed up. Might have been a little bit puffed up. I think it was puffed up, man. You know, and this is the thing. Most of the people that So I don't know what to believe, man. I'm a believer. If a rumor don't go away, there's probably some truth to it. But at the same time, everybody that said some stuff about Mike has at a point come out and said they were forced to, they were put up to say it, or it was either just cap.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Now that's the difference. Like you said, like a rumor that doesn't go away, there gotta be some truth to it. But when you have a certain, like when you're in a certain realm and you really have people who have an agenda against you on a large scale, like somebody like me and you, I'm not anybody major, you know what I'm saying? So nobody's trying to take me down. Nobody's trying to take me off my pedestal. I ain't really got much of a pedestal anyway, right? So if a rumor comes, it's not true, it's probably gonna go. It's probably gonna pass because after a while, the juice ain't worth the squeeze to bring Denzel down. Just ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So after a while, the flame is gonna fizzle. But when you got somebody who's worth $1 billion, you know what I'm saying? Their catalog is worth billions. Their likeness is worth billions. They're just who they are. Their whole aura is worth billions, and you got something to gain from it. Okay, I got energy all day for that. If I'm trying to take you down and get something off of your name, I got energy.
And
all
I
day.
bought the Beatles catalog, and I'm trying to buy Sony, and I went up against the labels and fought against them.
And I'm trying to get Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing everything.
And I'm trying to buy Marvel. Like, so that's not to say that Mike ain't do some weird stuff at some point. That's not to say Mike didn't do some misbehavior or some stuff he wouldn't be proud of, or some stuff I wouldn't be proud of, or some stuff I might not condemn him for if I found out the truth. But it also says that water is very muddy with Mike. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't know, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't on me.
Yeah. So you're saying if there was a sequel that's to the 90s to when he passed away, like you ain't trying to see it?
I don't need to see it. I'm good. No sequel. No sequels for me. No sequels. I'm good.
But the crazy thing is this though. I feel like the sequel would be bigger than this movie because people love the salacious.
That's what people care about is the salacious stuff. But I don't care about it, so I don't want to see that. Nah, man. I'm good. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey man, that's a deep question Proctor's asking, man. Proctor wants to know, what do we think about God in our opinion? And I'll say this for me, Proctor, and I'm gonna keep it simple. The older I get, the more I think I realize I don't understand fully about God. I just believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think God is too deep for my mind to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Which is to me practical. To me, it's practical. Yeah. Like, you got to think about the fact that we live on this earth and like nobody knows why we're here. Like I wake up every morning and I think like, man, like I have this existence. Like, what is this whole existence? Who am I? What am I? What is this? But to know about God, to me, is to know God. And to know God is to understand that you don't know God. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how this whole thing came about. What's the driving force behind it and what it is there to gain. But I know I trust God.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it. I realize I don't know anything.
Enough and to leave it in his hands and trust him. Yeah. And to be more specific, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. So hey, look, that's me. And I stand on that firmly. Yeah. But that's where I'm at. Like, only thing I can say about this, though, for sure, is that nobody can ever tell me that God is not real. I felt God. I have felt. I've had my experiences, and I put myself in a posture, in a place to be able to feel God. Like some things like we don't necessarily get into, but it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like I put myself in a posture. I just took this walk, and I remember just crying uncontrollably. It's like maybe 2 weeks ago, and just feeling this overwhelming. This specific energy that you can't explain. And I remember feeling that when I was just as a child, right? And not even understanding and knowing what it is, but recognizing that that's what it is. So huge believer. But that's my stand. He said, "You guys are deep." Yeah, man, it
Hey,
can
but
get deep.
look,
It can get deep. It can get deep.
hey, but look, I think what you just said is the most important thing, man. You know, where you said you have to feel God. I think that's it. It's that type of relationship. I don't know that in 2026 God comes to people in the form of a burning bush, you know, but you got to find your relationship, and it's a feeling. It's going to be internal. It's going to be a feeling. So you got to be aware enough to know when the feeling's there,
Yeah,
when it's around
and you got
you,
you
and
got
when
you
it's
have, you have to
within
put
you.
you have to put yourself in that position to feel them though. Like God is a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? God is a gentleman.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
leave
yeah,
the voice to seek him. You gotta seek him for yourself. You really do. You really do. Really do.
yeah, man. 100%, man. What was that right there? Boom. What we got? You know something, boy. I'm getting old, boy. I gotta lean in to read
That's
that. You
quick.
know
Here
something.
we go. Here we go.
I became atheist a few years ago because I can see innocent people die, and child had cancer. And so I became Mr. Unknown, and now I'm living my life by the way respect Jesus. Hey man, I appreciate you going full circle, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you went on your journey. I think everybody can have a moment of weakness when they look at the world and what's going on around us.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then that's
that's
the thing. Like
easy to have, but
we
you
can't look
didn't
at the
slip
world and
all the
just
way.
say like I believe based on this and believe based on that, because it's a lot of that we just don't understand. We just don't understand, and that's the point of faith. Faith is understanding and believing that you don't understand everything, and just trusting it. You know, you don't know why people have cancer. You don't know why people die from this. At the same time, we don't understand why we're born into this. We don't know. We don't know. It's not
You
enough.
don't.
We don't. And being a person who studied science for so many years, you know what I'm saying, in my earlier life, it's just it's too much to fathom. Like your mind would just explode if you try to put all this information into your mind and try to sort it all out. Why is the sun where the sun is? I don't know. Why does the sun come up and go down? I don't know. Why do
Yeah,
I got 2 feet? I don't know. Why do our bodies look like this? We don't why do trees grow? We don't know. But it all works, and it all works together for the good. Like it just works. I don't know. And I trust
yeah,
it, man. I just gotta trust it.
yeah, man. Patrina say, trying trying my best to get more understanding of who God really is. I just need someone who really explains and break down the word of the
The word
Lord.
of the Lord. Okay.
Yeah,
I can break it down for you. I can break it down for you. I can go into whether you agree with my view and how I understand or not. I can't force anybody to agree or see it the way I see it, but I just know I see it the way I see it.
yeah. And I'll say this, and you may not agree with this much, D, but I'll say
Mhm.
this for me. I believe, Patrina, you know, you have the option, of course, of going to church, and that may not resonate with everybody, but you're going there to listen to someone give you an understanding of the word. But if that doesn't resonate with you, sometimes you got to go through it yourself and
Gotta
see
go
what
through it
feels
yourself.
good inside.
Yeah,
You can pastor yourself if need be. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
if you're not getting what you need from another person, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's okay to
And that's not
open
and
up
it
for the
shouldn't
answers
stop
and
there either.
wait.
That's where people get it misconstrued is they think it stops there. They think it stops with going to church and or
Yeah,
just going to a mosque or going to somebody who has some information and stopping
yeah,
there. Once you get that, that's a piece of it. That's a piece of it. I go to church every Sunday. I go to church every Wednesday, and that's a piece of it. But at the same time, I'm still seeking and talking and trying to gain understanding myself away
yeah,
from anybody else and work through ideas and understandings and try to figure things out. And then when I come down to it, still come to the conclusion that I don't know. You just got to trust. You got to trust.
yeah.
And you learn from your experiences in life and try to put things in perspective. And that's the best that we can do.
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely. Well, this did go different, man. This conversation went deeper than expected. But hey, shout out Crocker though, man, for bringing that up. You know,
Bringing it
I
up.
like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The church that my mom now goes to, she told me that they go deep into the Bible. I mean, that may be a location for you, Patrina. You know, go out there
Mhm.
and see for yourself, see how it feels, see if it feels like home, and be open. Go in with an open mind and open heart, and
Yeah.
see how it works
You
out.
can't trust every church. You can't trust every preacher.
Don't go entirely open, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Be
Go with
receptive, and
discernment.
then have your
Go with
weariness
discernment.
also.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
with discernment.
discernment is a great word to put it. But yeah, most definitely. Hey man, let's review some cigars, man.
Okay, let's talk about it. Hey, you want to go first? You want me to hold off on Davidoff, or you want me to dive into Davidoff?
Now,
I'm
now
excited,
hold
man.
off on Davidoff. Hold off
I'm
on
excited.
Davidoff. Let's go. Let's go Arturo. We'll go Arturo first,
Okay,
man.
okay.
All right. So for this Arturo Fuente Rosado Grand Reserva, uh, I forgot Sungrown jump. Call it that. So anyway, this is where I'm at within the process. It's actually been a very pleasant cigar. It's been I wouldn't say like it's got a unique aroma to the smoke that's coming
Mhm.
off of it, man. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's good, but it's different, a little different to me. But it's had a good draw on it. Overall, good construction. I hadn't had really any major issues with the burn. The tasting notes that I picked up on this cigar, I picked up on some nuttiness, some cedar, little small bit of pepper, a little toasty, and a little bit of sweetness to it also that I've gathered within this cigar. And I've really enjoyed all of these different notes, man. It blends pretty well. I would say for me, 1 to 5 rating this cigar, I'm gonna rate it thus far. I'm gonna go with a 4.2. I'm gonna go with a 4.2. I like it.
4.2. Okay, okay. Arturo Fuente. Arturo Fuente. Unlike who do we have last week? You had who? Who last week? AJ Fernandez.
AJ
Unlike
Fernandez.
unlike AJ, Arturo has an identity. I like Arturo. Thank you, Arturo, for having identity, and it's going to live up to expectations. I saw that Arturo Fuente. That's what I thought you were excited about. Because I now saw the Sungrown. I'm like, okay, what does he know? Why is he excited to smoke the cigar right now?
Yeah.
But
Now it wasn't that.
okay.
Just because it's a cigar. Oh, Proc, man, no need no need for no apologies, definitely. And I'm glad that we were able to give you some type of answer. I'm glad you stuck with us, hung out, asked your questions, shared your opinions and whatnot. And I'm glad we were able to give you something that you
Yeah,
were able to take something away from.
yeah. Next time, have a cigar with us. Have a cigar with us next time.
Yeah, join the club, man. It's not bad. We're not in
Join the
hell of
club.
needs. We're not doing.
Yeah, man. All right, so Davidoff, Puro Dominicano, brand new, and I'm gonna say this, man. And I've had my favorite Davidoff that I've ever had. This one was good. This one was good, and I've been a spoiled brat when it comes to cigars lately. And I made a statement when I was smoking my V the other week. I'm like, man, I think I'm in a committed relationship with this Oliva. This is the one. But this might steal my attention. I might have some wondering eyes right now. I might have some wondering eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a peek at that.
Oh, my man about to go find him some side out here.
And it might land with Davidoff. So yes, talk about Davidoff being branding a branding scheme. But hey, look, this one was good, man. If their branding scheme, they got me. So let me go into it. So off of the first initial aroma, dry puffing, nice, just nice. I can't necessarily say exactly what was so nice about it, but it just felt like, okay, I'm ready to light this. It gave me one of those vibes. Unlike the Cohiba I had last week, where it gave me nothing, this one gave me something that feeling of I can't wait to light this. First light, very smooth from the first light to now. I'm here in the second third, finishing the first third. So shout out to Davidoff for the construction. You know what I'm saying? Ash, I have not dropped the ash yet. We've been smoking this for 50 minutes. My ash has not dropped yet. It's not dropped yet. And it's nothing to do with me because I'm clumsy with my ash. Hasn't dropped yet.
I
Tasting
forgot my
notes.
ashtray, so I dumped the ash. But mine was holding good too. But I was worried about this white shirt.
Yeah, tap, tap, tap. You think I had to protect the white shirt. I feel
Yeah.
you. Tasting notes. I got some good earth off gate. So it comes in with that earth off gate. slight spice, just a light spice, like a raisin and spice. Got some kind of fruit nut mix with this particular type of cigar, with some dark cocoa notes, and pretty much that's it. Not too much as far as like a wide array of flavors. It stays in a pocket, and I like that pocket. I like that pocket. It hit those flavors, hit them early. Spice got out the way really quick, and it's just been a smooth ride from the first light to now. Like it's one of those cigars. I don't know if you noticed throughout the episode, but I've been puffing this at a heavy rate, probably more than usual, because those flavors were just very welcome. So great tasting notes. Not a lot going on, but it stays in the pocket and it stays there through that first third. Really, really nice. Aroma, nice and light and airy in the aroma, so not too heavy, but the smoke was pretty rich. So I give it some nods for that. I'm gonna rate this cigar out of 5, man. And give me a second.
Hey, that's cheating, man. You going back to get another?
Give me a second.
Trying
man.
to raise the rating.
No, I'm trying not to raise the rating because I'm leaning at something crazy right now. I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying to dial it back a little bit. $4.7, man. 4.7. 4.7. 4.7. I'm gonna do it. 4.7.
We got a cigar. We got a top 5 contender already.
We got a top 5 contender. Hey, I've had that Royal release, and that Royal release was good. Probably the best construction of a cigar. So it's not there with the construction, but when it comes to tasting notes, flavor, ride, it's up there, man. This Davidoff, it's up to snuff. It's up to snuff.
What's the price point on that?
I want to say about 26. Probably 26, maybe 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey man, I'm gonna give it a 4.7, man. I'm standing on it. Standing on it.
All right, you got it. Now I'm doing that in my regular time, though. I am gonna have to revisit that in my personal life. So yeah, we'll see. This one right here. Before we close out, I want to respond to this one because this is something I think you can cover this one pretty well on this.
Okay.
Now Parker's curious about, he's getting his life back together in the gym and whatnot. So he's kind of curious about how cigars fit in with that. How many miles a day you run?
Depends on the day, man. I can run 13 miles, 10 miles, 6 miles. I did 6 last night. I was going to do 10 this morning, but I had some things to take care of this morning, so I'm probably gonna run 10 later today. But yeah, anywhere between 5 to 10 miles, 13 any given day. Throughout the week, I'm probably putting up maybe 40 to 50 miles a week.
Yeah. So I point that out to say this, Parker.
And I have asthma.
And he has asthma. Since I know him, he's had asthma. So cigars, yeah, it's some secondhand smoke. Do everything in moderation. Be smart with everything, but you can do it, and it doesn't have to affect your health journey. It doesn't have to. I wouldn't say go out and smoke 4 or 5 a day like some people, but a cigar, a couple times a week, you'll be just fine. Michael Jordan smoked one before every game he played when he played basketball.
When I balled out.
And you see what his legacy is. So, you'll be fine.
If you had asked me real quick so I can chime in about the health part of cigars, to me, cigars will lead into you being more healthy, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think they will lead into you being more healthy. What cigars do for us, and honestly, I'm pretty sure my blood pressure is lower when I smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? So blood pressure spikes, smoke a cigar, I guarantee you your blood pressure lower. You know what I'm saying? Your blood pressure live in a nice area based on smoking a cigar, just because of the vibe of it, the moment of the cigar, how it reacts to your body physiologically from that physiological standpoint. And then also, like we mentioned, it's not going into our lungs. We're not inhaling the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like we get a little bit of the atmospheric smoke, and that's just aroma. That's like smoke from your barbecue pit. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna go close your nose when you got the barbecue pit on. You know it's gonna be wide open, trying to get all those good smells of whatever burger or meat you got on the grill. Same deal for me. That's how I look at it. You know, so to me,
said, okay, now I'm buying
cigars
one.
lean into better health. If you had to ask me, just my opinion. And I'm a health guy. I'm in the health field. You know what I'm saying? Military. I've studied biology as a bio major in college. Graduated with my degree in biology. For the last 13, 14 years. Nothing indicates me not smoking a cigar. There's no contraindications.
Yeah, we don't. This isn't like cigarettes and stuff that people smoke. When people smoke cigarettes, it's more so like a stress thing. We don't smoke these for that purpose. It's more so for relaxing and just winding down. A little celebration on the day, celebration on the week. You enjoy the smell in the air. They have different little tastes as you smoke. You start to develop your palate where you're able to pick up on different tastes within it, and take it in, let it go. Just relax, clear your mind. When you're done, boom, man, put it down. You ain't got to try to finish it. These things last for 2-3 hours. Don't even try it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there yet,
you ain't got to rush through it. You ain't got to do nothing. It's to slow your day down. It slows things down without having to alter your mind. You know what I'm saying? With some kind of substance or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. What's a good entry one? What you got any entry suggestions for him? He might not want to jump in where we at, but
yeah. Also you can always go with any of my fathers, the Flora Antilles or whatever. That's a good one. Cohiba has a nice one at a really good price point, like a $9 price point. That's a really good beginner cigar. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's an orange band Cohiba. It's about $9. They're everywhere. Really good entry cigar. What else is a good entry cigar? We had a few of them. Off the top of my head, I can think my father's. Any one of those is good for anybody who's new, whether it's the Judge or the Flores or the
shoot, man. While I'm playing the Edge Habano might work for him.
Yeah. That might be a little bit harsh on the tasting notes for some people, but that one's a good one for beginners.
Rocky Patel Habano, the Edge, the Habano version.
Edge Habano, for sure. So yeah.
Anyway, though, that's this week's episode of the Cigars and Everything Else podcast, man. We up out of here. Keep your cigars up high, man. Keep your relationship with God good. And maybe go watch the Michael Jackson movie. Or maybe not. We out.
And with the
A Billie Jean is not much.